Say. Alright, well, we will try go Panda then. Never disappoints. I swear. Tug for nights. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Why? Oh, it's on the wrong one. Here we go. There we go. Hi, my name is Songbo. Welcome back to Go Panda. We got a 4K versus 5K, although we don't really know what rank I am. I am black. We still have to establish my new rank on Go Panda because it's been quite a while. Oh, gosh darn it. This thing didn't get updated now. It's a quick fix, though. Kaboom! There we go. Alright, pretty standard. Well, tell them I'm interested in the right side here. He immediately comes, prevent me from getting the Shimari, but that means I can come over here and do a similar thing. If he approaches low, then we can figure out what we want to do. Or we could start with some pincering sort of stuff, but I don't know. Is that too soon? Plus, I don't have that over there. If I had this sort of thing and he came in there, maybe I would pincer him. But as it stands, this corner is in balance, so there is no real hurry to... there's a couple things. There's, you know, touching, and I think this is probably the most standard, so we'll just go with it. That's not standard, though. This is my next reply rather than throwing in, because it threatens to poke through and cut, so I think I just do this. And then if he fills in, then it's just like he just extended, so... Yeah, okay, so then... I think I can... Tanuki this? Because if he goes here, I can jump, so I think I can Tanuki now. I definitely want to take Sente to make an enclosure. Let's see, go high, low. I don't do the high enough, I don't think, but I don't really want to build this way with this stuff here. Unless I can get something, do a sort of Kobayashi sort of thing. Although, actually, I wasn't thinking. This is the wrong direction, because now he has a wall, and this is just helping him, so... Oh. That's weird. For a 4-4? That is super weird. We've got things like I could come in here and do that. You know what? Here, let's do this. This is really strange. Now white has a move on me. How does that work? Normally it's like double approach and then white does that sort of thing when... Okay. Okay. Getting stranger. And now this can convert to that sort of Joseki. I think that's the move, right? Sort of means he can change directions if he wants, but he shouldn't, given that he has all the influence over here. He'd rather make a wall facing this way. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, that's expected. So now I can do this. If he tries any shenanigans, like cutting here, then I can of course do this. So I can connect solidly, or I can do this. I think I'll just connect solidly. His next move should be to connect, or that. This fixes it. And now white has Sente. So white could, I was going to say, white could press down on it. And that's important, don't get me wrong, but white's getting pretty big now. Yes, I am aware, Kyle. That is on purpose. If I don't respond, then he can get this. If he extends, then he can get the turn. But I think I would rather have this. So he'll respond here. I'm just giving him a little bit more, and then I don't know, do I want to try for low Chinese? I don't do a whole lot of low Chinese. I probably should get a little practice in on it. Since you didn't let me have my Orthodox opening. God damn it. White is pretty big with a couple more moves, like something like that. Now I don't have access to the center, so to save this, I do kind of want to make myself safe. This is, of course, going to want to go up there. If he gets this move, I'm pretty hurting, actually. So he wants he wants to extend here. And if I go here, that's sort of obliging him, I guess. Thanks. Be greedy, go a little bit further. I'm worried about this move right here for him. If I go here, he Hanes. Nope. If he goes here, if he's gonna Hane on the inside, right? Because that's just Atari, and he's basically gonna live in the corner then. I don't want to let him get this approach though. And that's where I should have probably jumped there, I think is the correct move to finish it, but now I gave that up to get Sente over here and gave him a favorable result. So this would secure me. What else can I do with this? I can go here. Wait, if he goes here and I go here, does he try connecting to it? Capturing it, and then I can live in the corner fine then? Okay. I'm going to say I'm fine there. I may be completely misguided, but I really want you to come in on this Chinese. So here, we'll do this. I'll say that's good. Or like the last game, take 3 corners and let you kill it. So I think this is the move. You go up and then cut. I go here, you turn. Oh, maybe that's not so good. If you go up, I poke through. Do we finish this now? Or do I let you have that? That's a pretty big corner. Considering... I mean, I can get some decent enclosures here, but I don't know if that's going to be worth... Do I want to make life and let you have... Poke. Because that way you're kind of forced to do that. This might be ill-advised, but I think I'm going to go for it. And this is just a sacrifice play right here. This move means that he can't do this one because then I can just connect. And then I think I can squash him in the corner. So this is encouraging to go here so I can cut him off. Or do I clamp here? Because if I go here, he has the ability to extend here. Do I follow him and then he captures it? And then I don't have nearly... Well, I'd have to come over here. Do I have enough space to live? What else can I do? I can do this, in which case he just connects. If he doesn't, then it's Atari. So I think this is the move. If he goes here, then I can do this. Should I do this first? No, I think this is the move. Trying some interesting techniques here. Again, if he tries doing this Hane, then I can... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Connecting underneath doesn't actually do anything. This is just trying to make a little shape. Question is it going to be enough? This. He gets Atari. Does it start with this? Or is it this move? This move has the, let's see, is it this? Cut. Extend. Da, 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 da. If he comes here, I can't do this. So if I do this and he does that, I have to back off here. And then I've got just this bulky 5 shape and I die. So if I take this move first, he still gets that move. But then I can get this move. If he then goes here, I go here. What's the move? Here? Atari. Down. Capture. And then it's a Ko. Do we want to fight a Ko right now? Okay, can I do better than Ko? What's this? There's also the ability to clamp if I have that. So there's some potential for getting in a fight over here. With this, what does he do? He just Hanes. Hanes. And then there's that bulky 5 again. So it almost looks like this is the right shape. If he goes there, then I go here. He can capture it. I do that, and then it's Ko. So it looks like Ko. If he plays there, I do this. Tries coming back, it doesn't work. I think that's the move. One of the moves. It's going to lead to Ko. Hold on a minute. If he goes here, and I block him, then I'm just dead, right? So I have to do this. He captures, I play this. If he plays that, then I fight a Ko here. So what else can we do? Fight a Ko directly? Play here, he plays there. I play here, which makes him connect. Here, he plays there. I play here. He plays there. No, I think I just gotta fight the Ko. Which is better than losing the corner. That means that I can use that corner to at least get 2 moves elsewhere. Which means he has to find the first goal threat. So he's letting me live here if I want. I'd rather fight a Ko, I think. I'm not sure what to do. I think just Hane. He's just extending? Interesting. Well, we'll take this then, I guess. This undercuts the base. I'm surprised, actually. Well, we'll take it. Now he should extend from it, probably. I gotta do 3 stones in a minute, so that's 20 seconds a stone. He's extending there. Well, then the move is to invade, right? Actually, I think the move is to come back and do this, probably. But let's invade. Why not? Maybe he thinks this is alive. It's not alive. It's a Ko right now, bud. If you throw in, it's a Ko. So if I ever get a free move, like you take a slow move, I'm going to come back and squash that Ko. Interesting. He wants the outside. I'll take it. That's fine. I'll let you have the outside. So one option is just to capture, the other option is go here, which forces him to do that, and then I can connect over here. This guarantees that this is alive. It lives small, but now he needs to actually fight for some shape. Now his base is completely floating. He does have a lot of influence over here, which means I could come in here and try to reduce. That's strange. Are you sure about that? Cut. Go here. Interesting. This is a pretty key point. Here. What about this? What does this do? It means I can... Well, if I get this move, so that means you can't do that, then I can squash there. This is also a pretty key point. It also helps my shape. It's pushing him this way, which is kind of what I want to do, sort of. I mean, this is still pretty open and kind of weak, but... Once again, this down here is not alive yet. It's still a co. But I'm going to keep this attack up as long as I can, and basically once it escapes, then I'll come back and fill that in. I mean, he's got 5 minutes. He can certainly use it. Speaking, or not speaking which, but I just got the chills, and I think I figured out why. It's not only because this room is so cold, but because when I'm thinking hard playing this game, the blood flow sort of leaves my limbs and focuses all on my brain, because that's where all the energy needs to be. That's my ongoing theory, anyway. Now, this one has pretty nice access to the center. If it goes this way a little bit, or if it goes straight to the center, I really can't attack it much more. And with, you know, me getting in the center over here, I can either do the more slow thing and make, like, an enclosure here, and threaten to jump or go over here, or just try to reduce. Going in here would probably be ill-advised. It's way too deep in his influence, I think. But we'll see what white wants to do. Oh, I just realized it says KGS livestream. It's not technically KGS. Let's go Panda. And I might actually a 5 key here. 5K or 5K versus, there we go. Update. There we go. I'm not sure why he threw in here. I mean, this is already pretty much set up. I mean, it gives you forcing move, I guess, but if you pull this out, I just Hane. If you try cutting me, I simply Atari it. I'm not sure. So a couple things I want to try and get in at some point. Just gotta find that time too. If it slows down up here, assuming that all this other stuff is resolved, I need to come back and do this. Making this alive. Although fighting a Ko at this point may not be that bad either. Probably better for you, or probably better for my opponent, given how many forcing moves he has. I mean, just there's simple Atari here, which would force me to capture. A Descend would force me to go here. If I don't, then it's just connect and then die, so I would have to respond. So there's two Ko threats right there. And then there's this Hane, which means I would have to Atari this stone. He could set up a Ko over here. Although, actually, it's not even Ko, because after that point, I would just Atari this. And then it would be capture, so... But still, there's at least two Ko threats right there. Is there any local threats here? Not really, no. It's for me to... Well, it'd be capture. All I would have to do is fill, but I could turn it into a multi-step Ko if I wanted to. Hopefully he's not just letting out the clock, and or hopefully I didn't DC. That would kind of suck. Well, Panda has that tendency, it seems. "15 seconds of stone, bud. What you doing? What you doing?" Huh? Alright, must have just let the clock run out then. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll do a brief review here, and then I'll probably play another game yet tonight, because I did not get what I wanted there. So we'll do that. We'll look at that quick. One by time. There we go. So, this isn't unnatural. Leaving it or replying to it is perfectly fine. I decided to leave it and do this sort of thing. Leaning on that's correct. This is also okay. But I think I do owe a move somewhere in here. Or at least jumping out or something like that. And by me not replying, then he gets the initiative, and yeah. But jumping is okay. I think it also allows me to potentially throw in here. And then cut maybe, or if he goes here, cut through. Ooh, that would not be good. Ataring up. Bouncing allows him to get that. This just pokes at it and then kind of reverts it, makes it simple. Maybe I should have gone for this. What would white do? Probably that, and then we fight over this. You'd extend it, I'd extend it. This, like I said, this severely hurts my corner here. But it leaves this one vulnerable now. I mean, do you try splitting me here? That would not work for a split. I don't have enough liberties to fight that. Just a one space jump. I mean, what do you do? I mean, I can crawl for a little bit. This thing's on its own, so I'm not entirely sure what to do there. This is super strange. Normally there's just a... I figured he'd go back off high, because he's already got this wall, so he wants to utilize it, but... This is strange. Again, this would... If white played elsewhere, this would then revert to just a double approach Kakari, or double approach Joseki. And then, you know, black can go in the middle. If white decided to take that, then black could cover on the outside. But him taking that right away is kind of weird. And without that support zone, I don't think I would want to go in the center. Maybe, or 3-3. Maybe that's not too bad. Or however that would play out. White pincered then. And then I took this. He decided to go that direction, which I think is the right direction. You would not really want to change directions here. Because now it's facing nothing, really. Either that or that. This gives me an endgame play later, which, you know, you'd have to deal with. This is okay, but it leaves the cut. 1, 2, 3, jump. Leans on it. I did this because I thought he would respond, and I thought that would make my group more secure. Made it low Chinese. He turned here, which is pretty big, but I think it's too early for that. Although this is direct, a direct threat against my corner, and I let it go. So now he had 2 more moves against my corner, which is what led to a ko here. I can't just do this because I don't... Wait, does this work? What was my problem? Oh no, this. That's right. Him extending here. That's why I didn't want to do that. Because this just doesn't work for me. I have very little space. He's still a liberty ahead. Even getting this, it's just no chance. What if I do this directly? I was right about this, and then I do this. Or do I do this? And then that. No, nope, nope. I think I played correctly here. Prevents me from getting the 2-1 point, which is important. Some other things I could do is this sort of thing. There's this Hane, but then he can plop here. And now I definitely don't have 2 eyes. This will never be an eye, even if I connect there. If I go here then, looks like just... Oh, wait a minute. Well, I can't Atari there. You'd have to connect. Oh, hey, you know what? I could have probably made life here. This is Go Panda, the Go. It's a Go Panda app on the IGS PandaNet server, and right now I have it spliced up in XSplit. It normally looks like this, but I use XSplit to chop out the border and get rid of all the background stuff with my personal overlay. So, in other words, I could have made this live. At least with that sort of move. What about this? In order to do that, he'd have to do this, and that's already 2 eyes. If he extends, that's 2 eyes. Oh no, that's Atari. Oh, wait a minute, that's Atari. That is Atari. I'd have to go like this. That's fine. If he extends, I can't Atari from this way, but I can do this way. Maybe I was reading in haste too much. I could have... Could I have lived with this? How do you kill this? Just go straight for that, because then there's this Atari here. Well, that would prevent that, right? Just Hane... I'd have to do this. And that's Atari. I mean, that's actually double Atari there. You would just do this, right? So I have to protect this. That would work as well. Can't do that anymore. Do you Hane here? No. Do you play in Hane here and then descend? Nope, that's not gonna work. How do you kill this? Or how do you make this live, I guess? Here you'd go here. That he doesn't care because it's just capture back and you've only got one eye still. What is Black's response to this? Just that? Nope. Well, that would, you just still do this. Likewise with that. If you do, well, you do that. What does Black do for that? You just high, that's not gonna work. So no matter what White does, this is just capture back and then Black has two eyes. If you go here, Black does this. You'd have to fill that, but then I got the shortage of liberties here. And this is enough to make a second eye. So White's response, I'm pretty sure, is here. Although this isn't Atari yet. But that doesn't help. There's that. Does that help? There's this. No, that's just a shortage immediately. What do you do, Black? White has too many liberties here. I already looked at this one. White's response was there. Or just Hane, probably. Okay, so maybe Ko is better. Is there something else we can do? Maybe try this. Black, well, you'd have to do this. So, Hane to get rid of that eye. So maybe the move is here, or here. Then you do this one, right? That Hane, you'd go for this one, and then White would go there. So, here. I don't think this move helps Black. After the Hane, you just go here still. And then White goes there. No, White. Atari. There is death in the Hane. That simple Hane seems to kill it. What else can I do? Here, Black or White would go here. White would just do that. Just that? Because White can't do this. What is White's reply? Probably to take this move? Yeah, alright. So Ko. Ko then. What did I do for Ko? What was my game move? To play that move for Ko. Can White just kill this outright? If you Hane? If I play this move... Well, that's still Ko. Okay. I'm going to say that is Ko. So I don't see a better way. So White, in order to start the Ko, would go here. White would have to find the first threat. I don't know where White would go to get a threat. Maybe here? But then you'd think White would respond. Otherwise I get a nice Panuki shape. But, you know... Okay, and then where's my threat is the next thing. Well, if I capture this and you do this, can I kill this corner? I can definitely do a lot of damage to it, that's for sure. You're going to try to link up. I'm going to fight this stuff then. And now you're split in two. So then the fight would continue over here. Which, again, getting 2 moves on something is definitely better than giving it up like I was originally planning. How else can I fight this? If I do Atari this way, I'm already in Atari then. This thing I'll have to link up. And then I can get this ladder here, and these 2 stones are... So, yeah, even if I lost the coal, I think even though there wasn't a whole lot of coal threats, that alone might have been worth it. Which, you know, he'd now get a free move somewhere over here, I don't know. But these 2 stones are floating. These are pretty low, and this influence now counterbalances that influence. Still 7 stones, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, back to what we were doing. So he attached. This isn't a move. Backing off is also a move, but it gives him a lot more of the corner. This kind of lacks spirit. This would invite him to take the corner, which maybe I should do given I have a stone here. However this goes, I'm making it up. You can just connect solidly, I guess. There's a cutting point now, but I'm just playing simply. Probably take the, well, maybe you'd want the peep later. I don't know. Or would that even be required? Whatever. If white doesn't respond, black cuts. White is still fine. Pretty sure white's still fine. Yeah. Yeah, white has enough in the corner. White will be fine with that. But then I get this, of course, and then... and if you do respond, then I can make a corner enclosure or even start this attack, because this still has that cutting point. So you'd owe me a move, probably. Although these are a lot better now. Turning here. This is still kind of dangerous. Ladder doesn't work, of course, anymore, but I want to save those are really heavy inside white's territory. This seems better. This doesn't quite work, does it? No. No, don't like that. So probably not the time for that. What about just throwing in here? Well, then there's that. Poking through. I lose this cutting point then. I mean, that exposes the cutting point, but then he just fixes it. Maybe making the enclosure is good enough. And then white gets the first extension. So I lose that little bit, I guess. Although I could just throw in here too. Threaten that stone. However, that's gonna go. Where were we here? I'm surprised he went as far as he did with this stone here, because this does enable me to throw in right away. This would be safer. It's a little over concentrated, but he is still undercut with the base. And then my next move to attack him, what would that be? This turn's pretty powerful. Capping prevents him from going in the center, and I kind of want... nah, maybe not capping. This double guts the base, but just bumping into it. Right? I mean, that's a weak spot, which then he can cut through, but... and then just keep on the attack, push him towards this. It's pushing him towards that, and then I'm gaining some thickness on this side. And let's say you do get out and I let you, then I can come back and... I don't know, some sort of extension. I don't know where. Here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe even here. This kind of threatens to pull this out and go around, or just jump directly. However that would work, I don't know. I'm also surprised at this. This means that he wants outside influence. This kind of does the same thing. Would that work? I mean, that, right? So you could capture 2 stones if he lets it out. Double Hanes here. Just covers on top. What else could I do? I could do this. Does this help me at all? He'd be a Liberty ahead, so that can't work for me. I would have to probably follow it. But then there's this. And again, he's a Liberty ahead. And I don't think I'm strong enough for this part of it. But then I would come back and cap. And look at all those cutting points. Can you make use of them? Well, this would kind of hinder that. What about... Can you cut through here? And then I'd have to do, I don't know, something like this. But then these stones are cut off, so maybe that doesn't seem good. Doesn't seem good for him, I should say. So, Ane? I suppose you could get that stone up and just run with it. I would immediately start attacking you. Keep you separated from this stuff. Looks like you'd probably do something like that. You already got an eye now. How would I continue attacking this? This threatens to poke out the eye. Does it really help? I don't know. How do you attack this some more? Can you? I don't want to do another knight's move. This might not be bad. It's encouraging him to just lean on this a little bit. And then jump again. And then at that point, do I use these 2 stones and just try reducing? I don't know. Jumping in here. Turn's pretty big. This corner's getting gigantic. I mean, just keep doing that. Make him crawl. But he's, again, at this point, he's in the center. So at that point, I should come back and... Again, I was waiting for any moment to do that. I doubt he would come in and invade. He'd probably do something like this. But again, there's still this problem. Coming in my sphere of influence, pretty risky. Or he could do the other way. He could block me from this and start developing his, and then it's his bottom versus mine. If he wants to try to doing that, I don't know. Anyway, so right about, where was it? Oh, so yeah, so he tried connecting underneath. S2. Oh, I don't have my coordinates on. I apologize for that. Total coordinates. S2. Bottom right isn't co if white plays properly. Black should also immediately S2. Meaning when white does this, black should do this. Is that what you mean? After white came off. That's knight's move, right? I think that's what that means. So black should immediately do this. What's black's response for the Hane? Just cut. Nice. Proper sequence is R3. Q2. White pulls back? Why wouldn't white do this? R3 for white, by the way. Oh. White does this? And then white S3 is a mistake. Really? I suppose black can't poke through. If white does this, black does this. Yeah, that's kind of what we did in game. And then, or however that goes. So it's not a ko. All right. If that's there. Yeah, and then pokes in through the center. Yeah, I think I saw that during the game. So, after this, white pokes here. Black tries to make this. Has to get rid of the eye, and then basically black is screwed then. Wait, well, okay, so what happens if black plays this? Does this not lead to ko? How does white attack this? White just does that. S6, S5. White can T6 and just dead. Go here, and white and black's just dead. Hey, life and death is not that... Yeah, no kidding. Hard with stream delay. It would also help if I put chat up. I suppose I could do that now. There's no clock, so give me a sec here. I'll do that. It'll help. And at least you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, there we go. White T6 after... Okay, give me back. Go Panda. Okay. After black 4, white T6. White T6 after black T4. So if black does this, white does this. Ah, yes, good. Yeah, there you go. Because then white can just... No, wait, white would just do this. Ah, I see it now. All right, I stand corrected. Thank you. Very, very clever. Don't need to capture it, just extend it. Yes. Yes, quiet. I think that was about it, because after this white lost on time, or rather quit, I guess. So anyway, we're going to leave this game here. I will be starting the stream up in a little bit again, because I would like to play another game, I think. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, if you're still here smurfing, good night. I should really check with my wife to see if there's plans to watch some stuff yet tonight, after she puts Isaac down. Yeah. So definitely O move if you want to make this live. That works. This works, but gives black that, so this is probably better. Yes.